Hi everyone, it's Chris here over at Whitefish Marketing with another one of our Whitefish Wednesday videos. And today we're going to have a quick chat about Facebook PPC ads versus Google PPC ads. There's quite a lot of information here. Hopefully you guys can digest it okay. We're going to post a picture of this up as well on our blog post, so you can have a look at it. And in essence, we're going to go and figure out as to which is the better, but not necessarily which is the better, which functionality best suits your business, because each one of them has a different type of audience base, really. So let's have a quick look at the first criteria. It's the target. How can you go ahead and target in Facebook and in Google? In Facebook, you can target based on a number of parameters, such as age, gender, your geolocation, and ultimately interest, which is actually a very, very good one. You can target people who have specific interests and who are fans of certain groups and fans of certain pages. Whilst in Google, it's very much more about the Google, the context, but more specifically about the geo, the context, and more specifically the search intent. Search intent is very, very important. It's what people are wanting to search for there and then, and that's how we target the people within Google. The audience profile is based on who they are and what they like within Facebook, okay? So subsequently, you have to be targeting people based on more about the demographics, who they are, what they like, and their age. Whereas in Google, it's more about targeting people based on what they're searching for at that given point in time. There are two very different types of audiences. Talking about the ad quality here in Facebook is more about word of mouth. It's about social proof and word of mouth advertising. Whereas within Google, it's all about the relevancy of the search queries to the ad copies and on the landing pages. That's what the ad quality is all about there. Other ways in which you can advertise and how you go about doing this. In Facebook, you have rich media and you have human interest stories. That's the way you can reach out and differentiate yourself. In Google, you have variations to your ad copy and your landing page optimization. Again, these are ways in which you can stand out, or how you can optimize your respective adverts. Now, the purpose and the marketing goal in Facebook here is about building awareness and about generating a buzz, whereas in Google, it's about converting researchers with a greater buying intent. Okay, it's really as simple as that. The two of them are very, very different. One of them is about building awareness and brand profiling. That's in your Facebook campaign, and in your Google PPC campaign, it's more about converting those who have intent. Facebook is very much about hook marketing. Hook marketing in as much as people don't go onto Facebook to look for adverts. They go onto Facebook to socialize with their friends, to see the latest news stories, see what's trending. And if they see an advert in the corner of their eye, it hooks their attention, it grabs their attention, and subsequently they might be compelled to go ahead and click on it. That's based on hook marketing. Whereas in Google, it's based on intent marketing. Someone has intent at that given point in time to search for your particular service. Naturally, you want to rank well for it. Naturally, you want to go ahead and appear in the top search results for that particular phrase or for that particular customer who is searching for a service that you can provide at that given point in time. You're not trying to detract their attention from something else that they're doing. They are actively seeking your services. So subsequently, Facebook is very much more about hook marketing. Google is very much about intent marketing. So the other things we want to talk about are the benefits and the pros and cons of Facebook ads. One of the things about Facebook above and beyond all compared to the likes of LinkedIn, Twitter, Google advertising, and so on and so forth, Facebook is very, very, very cheap in comparison. Okay, sometimes you're talking about pennies as opposed to pounds for advertising. So it is a very, very cost-effective medium. Also, your audience profile can be huge based on whatever the kind of interest or whatever the kind of profile and age and gender gap that you're looking for when you're targeting them. The other pro about Facebook is it has got a detailed kind of widget that you can follow and just walk your way through that kind of program that Facebook offers you, so therefore you can tailor the adverts to your needs very, very easily following the widget. Okay. The Sometimes the con, though, about Facebook ads is it's not necessarily there for novices. Sometimes there are too many options there. Sometimes the widget can be a little bit overwhelming in some aspects. It's there, it's great to go ahead and use, but sometimes it can be a little bit overbearing. The other thing about Facebook ads is that if you haven't got any money, you got no clicks. It's as simple as that. It works the same for Google. Everything is based on the pay-per-click format. It's based on your budget. You can set daily limits on your budget, or weekly limits, or total limit on your budget, and away you go. Exactly the same as Google does. But of course, you've got to make sure you have a budget there. Unlike SEO, where it's dependent on your time and how much work you're putting in, with Facebook and Google ads, it is down to the budget that you've got there. Okay, what are the benefits then about Google ads? So the biggest benefit, of course, is that it's based on search intent. Someone here is actively going out there and looking for your products, and so subsequently you want to appear in ranking in there. You can be as granular as you like with Google PPC marketing, I should say. You could be exceptionally granular, right the way down to individual postcodes or particular radius from a postcode or a county, whatever it might be. That's the geographic targeting. Again, these kind of things here are great for small businesses or bricks and mortar businesses which are trying to target customers, say, within a 30-mile radius of their office locations. So you can be exceptionally granular with Google PPC targeting. You can set daily caps as well with Google PPC targeting, just like you would do with Facebook targeting. And it's based on how much budget you've got, split over the period of time of the month. The con about Google PPC marketing, I'd say, is use a professional. Google PPC can be quite complex to utilize. There are so many different variations there, and that can be used. Whether or not you want to use ad extensions, call extensions, site extensions, whether or not you can use multivariants on your ad copies to know what length of ad copies you've got to use, the optimization of your landing page and its relevancy to the search query to begin with, using negative keywords. All of these things here make it sometimes a bit of a minefield for novices to use Google PPC. So I would advocate using a Google PPC professional wherever possible. Okay. On that note, I am going to go ahead and plug the fact that Whitefish Marketing is a Google accredited PPC partner. So, you know, if you do want to use us, please feel free to give us a shout. So realistically, that kind of sums up what Facebook and Google PPC campaigns are like. They are two different sides of the same coin. Facebook is very much about hook marketing, and it's based on the audience profile, what they like to see, and based on their interests, and it's there to generate more of a buzz or generate brand awareness for your company. Google PPC is more about not hooking someone in, but converting someone who already has interest in your particular services, and it's about that conversion of someone who's researching and pushing them further down the line towards buying intent. Okay, that's it. That's a very, very quick and brief video there about Facebook PPC versus Google PPC. Any other questions, as always, just drop us a line at hello@whitefishmarketing.co.uk. We'll be happy to go ahead and answer any questions you've got. Other than that, I'll see you on the next Whitefish Marketing video. Thank you so much. All the best.